Very warm welcome to our first Brooklands College Go Live session. We would love to welcome you to the college in person, but unfortunately this is not possible at the moment. We hope that these events that we've introduced will give you a detailed insight into our curriculum areas. Today, the focus on digital industries, which at Brooklands College covers art and design, media, computing and business. We are fortunate to have amazing facilities here within our faculty, and the demand for the courses is strong. Business has seen a huge increase in applications this year, primarily due to the transferable skills learnt on the course, and the digital sector as a whole is one that offers excellent career potential even in these challenging times. We hope you enjoy the student and tutor insights, and I will be back at 6:45 for a live Q&A session, so look forward to hearing your questions then.
Hello guys, welcome to the art department. Let me show you around. Guys, this is the main building you'll be using while you're in here in your art and design course. Throughout this building, students work between level 2 and level 3 and progressing. All gets their work put up throughout the walls, and you can see throughout here all the skills that is put across and everything you learn throughout here. And that's personally why I chose the course, and I'll show you guys some of the skills.
Okay, so this group here is the level 3 year ones, and they're working on their workshop journal assignment, learning new techniques, and at the moment you're seeing students working on their jewellery. Okay, so in this group here, it's the same class, but they're working on evaluations for this assignment, ready for hand-in.
I'm doing my evaluations on all my final projects this year. So painting and drawing, 3D, photography and stuff like that. I want to start my own clothing line. like these trousers I'm wearing right now, and I like make stuff like that, and I make shoes and jewelry and stuff. So I'm going to hopefully do that in the future. I think my course is quite good. I think it's quite fun. It can be a bit stressful at times though. Like today I've got to complete all these evaluations and there's quite a lot of writing to do, but I think it's quite fun in the overall.
Hiya, my name's Ollie, or well, my mates call me Ollie, but Oliver Nikos. I'm a student at Brooklands College. I am currently doing the Level 3 Extended Diploma. I came from Heathside Secondary School, which is right next door to the Brooklands campus. I originally started my course in Level 2, and after my course I originally did the Level 2 because I didn't do so well on my GCSEs, and the offer that Brooklands was giving to me for, you know, doing the Level 2 as a 1 year and carrying on was really good. It genuinely sounded like something I really wanted to do. Coming on to the Level 2 first, I actually really enjoyed it because it was because I didn't take art for GCSE, but I had a few friends who took art for GCSE, and obviously to me it looked a bit like, you know, it's just sort of painting and drawing and stuff like that. And what I noticed coming into the course and within Level 2 and even now, that they really taught me a extremely broad range of skills. Like, it wasn't just, you know, painting and drawing or draw this or sketch this out. It was a very, very broad amount of skills that you are learning, from digital to making jewellery to drawing perspective to printmaking to textiles. It was such a massively broad range thing, and I think that gave myself and my peers a really good feel of what they want to do or what they would want to move on to. Or for example, when you're given a final project and they ask what media you want to work in, having the skills with it, let them choose, you know, I want to do this media, or I want to do, you know, I want to work in textiles, I want to do this project in graphic, and it can all be done, you know, as long as it would fit with said theme of whatever project we're doing. But I'm now on the final year of the Level 3 Extended, and it's going great. It's a lot more of a workload than the Level 2, which I think is good, because for someone like me, I think it sort of challenges me to keep track of my time and sort of, like, you know, manage my time so I can get the work done. Obviously it's different standards at the moment, that I'm working a week remote and a week in. However, the week remote sort of lets me focus a bit more. So much as, you know, in the classroom I've got all my buddies that I'm talking to and stuff, but having it remote means I sort of, like, if I start the work, there's nothing that's really going to distract me or take me away from it other than, you know, that's basically it. But regardless of it, the remote week and the 1 week in is actually working perfectly fine, because the week in is realistically, for example, I don't have a printer at home, but the week in just sort of allows me to be able to come in and be like, right, I'm going to print this off, put it in my sketchbook, print it off, put it in my sketchbook, know what I need to work on next, and I can start working on that and everything there on that week. And it ends up working really well once you're sort of into it, which is, you know, why I don't know, I don't really have any complaints about the whole system. I mean, it's not so different to being in every week. It's, you know, you just don't see your teacher as often, but we are given online calls to still give us the guidance that we need with whatever we have questions or stuck on. But yeah, that's really all it is about my course, to be honest. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm on my last year. Yeah, currently going through all the projects, getting my work done here at home. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I would recommend, definitely recommend Brooklands College, just because it's a really friendly environment, and it's a super, like, you learn such a wide range of skills that it really does sort of prepare you for, you know, all of your projects, let alone your teachers and stuff help you so much with, you know, everything from what you want to learn, what you want to do, even what you want to go into after this. There's plenty of help with the teachers towards university and anything else you really want to go into. So yeah, that's why personally I would recommend Brooklands College.
Hi, I'm Nicole, one of the business lecturers at Brooklands. The units that we deliver here are a broad range of units to give the students a taste of different elements of business, not just one facet. So the presentations that you'll be looking at today are around a unit called Creative Product Promotion. So they're they've been given a budget and they're relaunching a product or rebranding or looking at new products, so product development within that budget. So they're in small groups, they have to look at all aspects of their target market, where they want to advertise, the cost of all of that, the best place for their target market to advertise, looking at decision making, and obviously the culmination of that is the presentation. They get marked on their presentation, and then they just do a short, a little write-up on how they felt that the presentation went, along with some feedback that I give them as well.
This is our Pringles relaunch. I myself am Ryan, this one's Taylor, and this is Luke. Pringle and ready to mingle. Well, me personally, it was a bit more straightforward for me, because this is actually my 6th year of studying business at different levels. I did 3 years at secondary school. I went and did a year at a certain other college, not too far. And I did that on a mix of vocational and more full-time courses. And so I had that experience of business. I came here, I wanted to carry on with business, and I've been happy with it. I've been really impressed with the business staff and what we've got here.
Same with me, basically. When I did GCSEs, business was my favourite subject. I know I wanted to do business, I just didn't know what college to go to. So I just asked my friends if Brooklands was a good college, and they said yes, they highly recommended it. So, yeah.
Business was also my favourite subject in secondary school, and I used to go to another college and it wasn't as good there, and I was actually recommended by a friend that's in this class to come here and do business in this class because he said it was very good and he learnt a lot.
Without a doubt, I think it's brilliant. In my experience here, this is probably, I think I'd have to say, including all my education, this has been my favourite class and my favourite teachers, without a doubt. I've loved it here, which is something I can't say for everywhere else I've been, so.
Yeah. Marketing, it's a great module just because I want to study marketing at university. So it's kind of good just to get the skills and the knowledge of how to pursue a career in internet marketing.
Yeah, internet marketing's a brilliant one. I think it's also really interesting to learn the different kind of psychological aspects and theories as to how to best get employees to work, and also how to draw customers in, because there's a lot of, not quite mind games, but there's a bit of pseudo tactics with it to get people working well and to get people coming in. It's really interesting. I like that.
We've been given £2 million to relaunch Pringles. Here's what we are going to do. First, we are going to cover idea. We have two ideas, half and half, and the roulette. Half and half is mixing two of the flavours together. So we've got spicy and Texas barbecue, half a can for each, and the roulette is all the flavours mixed into one can. Secondly, we are going to go over how we are going to advertise the relaunch and how much it will cost us to advertise.
So here you can see kind of designs. So over on the far left you have our roulette, and you can see the range of flavours that could be included in that. Then off on the right is the mystery flavours, where you can try and guess the flavours. The college is right next to the train station. You walk up some steps and you follow the path and you're here. So I think if you're someone who's got a train link and you're happy with using the trains, then you shouldn't have any problem. What the college does is the Big Idea competition, and me and Luke went into that with a group and we won the regional one held at the college. That meant that we qualified to go to the finals in London, run by London Met University. You go into London, you have a day there where you work with someone who's experienced and has a job in business, and they help you set up your presentation and help you flesh your ideas out, and then you go and present to everyone there. And then later on after that you get to go in again and you get to do filming, and you get to see your idea kind of come together and have a little final project there.
So yeah, I want to go to university. I'm not sure which university I want to go to just yet, but I'm very intrigued in either studying business management or business management and marketing, just because they're my favourite units so far, studying business.
For me, obviously this is my 6th year of business now, so I feel it would make more sense to carry it on rather than to drop it. So very likely either be business marketing or management if I went with it. The university that's caught my eye the most is probably Pompey, Portsmouth University. If not that, then it'll be a Surrey one. We've got plenty of options in Surrey, and of course the more than easy enough train connection to London, which gives you loads of opportunities.
I plan to go to uni. I don't know what uni yet, but I'm looking at studying business marketing. We are going to make it very clear that our Pringles roulette is only available between the 9th of December till the 9th of January. This will be specified on our website, and we'll have a countdown till it is no longer available.
Price. Our brand new half and half can will be available for purchase at £1.75 recommended retail price, and our roulette cans will be available for £2.20 per can, in comparison to our Pringles original, which is for sale for £1.25 at Sainsbury's. The reason for the rising price is the complete change of system. It takes the mass development of these cans with a variety of flavours, along with the production of a new secret flavour, which will enrich it in these cans.
Overall, we will spend £500,000 on TV advertisements during the UEFA Champions League. It will also cost us a minimum of £300,000 to advertise during England's group stages games in the Euros. If we do two 30-second slots for each group game, that will cost us £600,000 in TV advertisements. This is a total of £1.1 million. It will cost us $20,800 to advertise on a billboard in London for 1 year. If we do this for 2 years, it will cost us $41,600. It will also cost us $91,000 to advertise on Google for a year. Overall, it will cost us a minimum of $1,232,600.
Okay, well done guys. Just a few little points of feedback. I think you've really done a lot of research, the idea is really good. Maybe a bit more practice doing the presentation, a bit more eye contact with the audience, but I think you all spoke clearly. I think you held everyone's interest. Having a competition is a really good idea to launch a product, especially in London, so overall your research has been really good, so well done.
Hi, I'm Hayley, a computing lecturer at Brooklands College. Our courses offer either a 1 or 2 year exploration of one of the most rapidly growing industries to date.
At the moment we're just programming a breadboard into a Raspberry Pi to create a traffic light type thing where you push a button and it changes which lights are active from green to yellow then red. And yeah, we just have to put in the code onto a Raspberry Pi and plug up all the correct GPIO pins.
Program a Raspberry Pi and make a traffic light like the ones on the reality in the street, and we program a button in order to, for example, you want to cross, yet it's green, cars are passing, you press the button, it goes red.
As part of our exploration, we don't just analyse the theory of topics, we also apply our newly gained understanding in practical ways. This term, some of our learners who are currently studying on the BTEC Foundation Diploma as part of the AAA level pathway have investigated the fundamentals of programming languages. This includes GML, Visual Basic, and Python in relation to computational thinking skills, programming paradigms, and the logical implementation of software solutions. Using these skill sets, learners are currently applying their knowledge to Raspberry Pi devices, visually experimenting with sequencing and robotic methodologies to enhance their knowledge and challenge programming fundamentals.
Python is a programming language that you can basically input, commands, processes, stuff like that, and you'll get an output process. For example, what we're doing right here, traffic light. So we're putting in pieces of code, and it will output whatever we put it to do.
I went into this course. I'm a previous student, I was last year as well, but I was level 2 and I progressed to level 3, and I did this because I'm passionate about computing as well, but I like more the side of security and programming, and I really enjoy it. That's all. And I highly recommend Brooklands College. It was one of my only choice anyway, and my last school was in other country. I'm from overseas, from Romania. And I came here because I had someone here as well, and they recommended me Brooklands, and I said okay, I will give it a try. I came here, they accepted me, no problems, and now I'm on level 3. I want to go to university on my passionate career. I want to get into cybersecurity or either programming, one of these two.
I came onto the course because I've been out of education for a little while and I was figuring out what I wanted to do, so I decided to go back and get some kind of qualification. And then I just saw this course online and figured it's pretty much exactly what I want. I want to go to uni and hopefully do some kind of software development after that. Yeah, it's pretty good to be fair. Enjoying it. Probably the programming aspect, the more hands-on stuff. But the theory side of it isn't that bad either, to be fair. So just, if you're interested in it, I would recommend going for it.
I mean, I've always been interested in computing and stuff like that. So I was always going to do computing whatever college I went to. So I just saw this course, I was just like, let's just go for it. Like Joe said, I'm kind of like the hands-on bit with like coding and stuff like that. But yeah, the theory is also good as well.
Hello, I'm Tola and I studied business and computing at Brooklands College. During my stay at Brooklands College, I covered a wide array of courses, some of which I was already familiar with and some of which I wasn't. My guess is if you are choosing IT, it's because you're already familiar with computers in one way or another. Do not be alarmed if you're not. I covered subjects from e-commerce to website production. I feel like I covered enough to prepare me for the new modern world. Not only did I find this course a good foot in the door to the computing industry, the business side of the course really gave me a good basis to work with on future projects and future job roles that I took part in. Now, after my course, I did go on to Bournemouth University to study events management. I also found a job within the work role. I know they're not related, but within working in events, I was able to utilise a lot of my computer background. Like I said, we are now in the modern world, so it's not uncommon to find that you will be using computers for anything you do nowadays, even cooking. Now, I work in the railway industry, but I am currently running my own clothing brand. All my designs are done via Photoshop. I manage my own website, which I designed myself. I use spreadsheets to look at my inventory and sort out my finances, all of which skills I picked up within this course. A couple of tips which I will give to anyone who is looking to do this course: do not be ashamed that anything that you do not know before or whilst doing this course. You are surrounded by many individuals and supported by great teachers, so use that to your advantage. You do not have to specialise in every subject that you cover. You do cover a lot of things, which is good, but don't be overwhelmed. Chances are the person to your left or the person to your right will specialise in the things that you weren't so great in. So, make friends, take note of what you are naturally good at, take note of what you are bad at, and enjoy your time on your course. One last tip: always save your work, keep it in a folder, one that you'll be able to pick up 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years down the line. Chances are you never know what you might forget, and sometimes I find looking at my old work, I'm able to familiarise myself with things that I forgot that I knew.
As part of our journey, we analyse a broad range of topics such as information systems, management creation systems, project management, programming, and the all-time favourite that is cybersecurity. We also explore the more creative facets of computing, such as web development, graphics, and computer games development, ensuring that time throughout the course enables learners to pick and choose specialisms that they can take further, whether it be within industry, an apprenticeship, or university. It is important to investigate core skills that can be found in an industry that is continuously evolving, either due to emerging new technologies, software, and continual development of industry practices, including law and legislation. This investigation has been paramount recently due to the unfortunate events surrounding COVID-19. This past year, the world has witnessed the importance of computing and IT, as we now live in a world where we are more reliant on technology than ever before. Having a background in computing opens huge employability prospects. As part of the journey, we help prepare our learners to embark on their next steps. Each course has an embedded work experience programme, allowing learners to develop their CVs in a field related to computing, building them up and preparing them for employment, university, or even an apprenticeship. No matter what they choose, computing students will have the skills needed to work or embark on higher studies in any part of the industry they choose. Business information technology, digital technology solutions, computer games, computing forensics, networks and security are to name but some of the few potential career pathways. Alongside an excellent careers and apprenticeships team, the possibilities are absolutely endless.
Take 29. Okay, hi, my name is Dan. I'm one of the media lecturers here at Brooklands College. And so this term the students are mainly looking at cinema. They're looking at shot sizes, they're looking at editing, they're looking at different filming techniques. Despite all that's going on with COVID, we are working around that. So we're still trying to make it as engaging and enticing as possible. And we're lucky to have a full resourced department with Macs and lots of equipment, as you can see behind us, especially new cameras and other audio recording facilities. And look forward to seeing you in the future. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sophie and I joined Brooklands because I really liked the freedom that the course seemed to have, and when I looked around and I saw this room, it kind of stood out to me and I think it looked pretty cool.
Hi, I'm Amy. I joined because of the equipment as well. I thought the quality of the stuff was really good.
Two students in front of me, Amy and Sophie, last year created an amazing music video. which had a green screen, as you can see behind us. It had lots of fun performance, it had graphics, it was very well edited, both very engaged and intrigued about media in terms of the technical setup as they're doing now, but also in terms of creative ideas. And have explored stuff from music video, from documentaries to like TV studio game show productions, and this in front of us is our new equipment. So it's a Blackmagic camera which films at 4K, and it's something that we're going to be using in the studio, but also out on locations, most importantly. So when we are allowed to, in terms of COVID restrictions, we will be doing full workshops in here with them, not just these students, but with groups or selected groups of students. So yeah, this is a studio that we use all the time, from actual live productions through to animations, using the green screen studio as effectively as possible.
Hi, so I'm Sophie and this is Chloe.
Hi.
And we're doing Media Level 3. So Chloe, what are you doing?
Well, we've been doing this editing exercise, which is a recap of last year, and this is what I've done.
Throughout this topic, we had to demonstrate our knowledge on certain editing techniques such as masking, speed ramping.
Alright, sorry. So here I've used masking, and it's basically where you draw a shape over the area that you want to hide, and in this particular case I've made a mask path, so it follows the subject, and I put another layer over the top, and I managed to hide the
woman.
Yeah.
So she is unable to be seen.
Sorry.
How did you get the other bit that you covered?
The
other layer.
Oh right. It's just in a separate timeline. There's like just two clips over the top of each other.
Hi, my name's Ethan.
Hi, my name's Miles.
And the reason why I decided to do this course because of the practical side of it. So before I was doing media and I was doing written work and essays, but this course really allows you to edit and film and do all the practical side of media. So that's why I picked the course. I really enjoy doing the practical courses.
The reason why I decided to come here is because at my school I've always wanted to do acting, be in the film and all that, but they didn't really have that. I didn't really get the opportunity over there. But here I get to have lots more opportunities, more range of editing that I never knew I could do. I never really done masking before this course, and I loved every bit of it, and that's why I came here.
I did a work experience at a film production company that was about 10 minutes away, and you know, it was really good fun, and I learnt a lot from that place where I did work experience. I did editing and filming, and I also got to see how the company was working with clients and how they organise their projects that they do. So that was really interesting to see it from a company standpoint. But no, I'm really glad that this college allowed us to have work experience, and I think there's another one that's coming up soon as well. So I'm really glad that I had that opportunity.
Oh yeah, speed ramping. So for speed ramping, there's this section in Premiere Pro which says time remapping, and it gives you some keyframes, and you can change the speed of each bit. So here I've actually increase the speed to like normal speed, and then I've reduced the speed back to its original speed, and then at the end I just sped it up again. And
how does it look now?
Alright, yep. It looks like that. And for this bit, is a bit of colour grading. That's the... I'm trying to remember which colour that is.
If you go into the colour bit.
Where did I put it? Oh yeah, this one? Yeah. Okay, so that's the original clip. That's the one I changed. And I just did another mask kind of thing, where I've transitioned the original clip back onto the colour grade one.
So it's able to show a difference?
Yeah.
I mean, my favourite part is the freedom, and we get to be really creative and kind of just control things on our own, like we're not put in a box or anything, which I find really helpful.
Yeah, I like freedom as well, but I also like support from teachers. If you get confused, they're very good at helping with that side of stuff.
What did you do work experience?
I did it actually at my old school, because I was like in a way a TA at my old school, because I was working with my old arts teacher, and at the same time I was doing my gold arts course, so it was really 2 birds with 1 stone. I was doing work experience while continuing doing my art support out there. I guess that's why I chose doing it at my old college school.
So after I finish this course, I have plans to go to a university. I've looked at a few universities down in Brighton, some in London, looking at media, film and post-production. There's one course in London which does a post-production course just focusing on editing, and I just really want to do editing because this course has allowed me to grow those skills, and I've realised from this course that that's the area that I want to go into. So that's why I want to look at a course that specifies in editing only, because I've made my decision now that that's the thing I want to do.
Yeah, after college, I'll probably be going to university somewhere in. I was looking at one in Surrey, one in London, one all the way in the Middle East, farther. Because it's mostly my skills are mostly really like in acting, film and all that, and I like editing, but like I feel like acting is more of better and more in my skill sets than editing. That's why I really like acting and all that. And you could be someone else for once.
Well, we have a lot of freedom in our projects, and like it, we are allowed to explore like lots of different ideas.
Yeah, we have like a lot of creative freedom, I guess.
Yeah.
I will recommend this media course at Brooklands because of the resources they have. So the cameras, they have a TV studio, and facilities. In this class we have many Macs that are free for the students to use and to edit. So they have lots of resources for you to grow and develop your skills. So I mean that's why I would pick media at this college, because it's amazing.
I would recommend this course because, like I said, there's a lot of cameras, lots of equipment that you can even take out if you talk to your tutors, etc. There's like a TV studio, you can do a lot of things here that you normally couldn't do outside.
Yeah.
I really like editing because you can be really creative. I'm not very good at it yet, but I'm still learning and it's really fun.
Yeah, I like operating cameras a bit more, so I like being in charge of how the shot looks.
What is it called? An intro.
So if you put onto DDR1, that's your...
Welcome to the Worldwide News with Dan. How do you
DDR1 is like your external videos, so when you do your, if you film anything outside, you can play them on the screen here. Your red and green is like a preview window which sort of says, okay, this is what you're going to have coming up, and red is what you're actually recording. Pull this slider up.
Oh.
You actually, you faded out the background there because what you've got is the same camera, one with the background, one without the camera, one without the background. So if you do ME1 on this line, and then do your...
Wait.
That will give you a transition between the two lines.
I need the background thing.
I think you asked me a question
Oh,
earlier.
accidentally
What was
did.
the question?
It was why is he green?
Well, okay, so
Right?
he's green because the lighting on the green screen is spilling off, it's bouncing off and landing on down. So what we can do is, if you click up here, this little cog icon, go into the live match and crop. What you can do on the spill, what you've accidentally done there is you've keyed out down instead of the background. So let's fix that. Click and hold, and then drag it onto this camera here. Onto the actual green. Save it. Click the save. Then drag it on again. Actually, disable those.
Hey, that fixed it.
And that's also got rid of the, I think it was green because whoever played with it last turned that camera green.
I think this is green.
It played on the video camera. Section, but it's actually just an image. It's the section here, I think, if you were to have more videos on
Wait, look, instead of the news.
What did
I want to go to uni. I'm not sure which one yet, but I want to focus on either cinematography or editing.
Yeah, I want to go to university to focus on cinematography and directing in film.
Welcome to the question and answer session. We hope you've enjoyed the event so far. My name is Derek Clancy. I'm Director of Curriculum for Digital Industries. This is Amanda Whaling. She's one of our media lecturers, and Nicole Kemp, one of our business lecturers. Our I've been advised by the marketing team who are behind the camera that you can put any comments or questions in the comment box below.
So I can answer this question. This is, I can't decide what to do, media or computing, and this is a question we get asked quite a lot. And usually to have a quite long conversation about this, because it really depends on where your interests lie. I would say the kind of centre ground for media and computing is normally games and games design. What we have computing has an element of games design in it, but media really is all about filming, editing, and it's more concerned with the actual content of kind of film and media. Whereas computing seems to have much more about coding and programming, and it's about, and there is an element of games design. We don't do games design in media. But if you are more inclined to be creative, to want to create ideas and to go out and do filming or audio or radio, then media is the course for you, I think.
Okay, so the next question is, do you offer A-levels? We don't offer A-levels, but we offer, we specialise in vocational courses, such as BTECs and technical courses, such as the UAL diploma in art design and creative media. These are, the level 3 programmes are equivalent to your 3 A-levels, so similar to A-levels, these will actually enable you to progress onto university or into industry. So all of our programmes, they offer a mixture of theory-based but also practical applications as well, and you're gaining real life industry skills as well. So that's one of the big advantages of coming on to do one of our vocational courses. And it also enables you to actually study a particular area that you're particularly interested in as well, rather than having to choose 3 different subjects.
Okay, so the next question is, if I haven't studied business before, can I still apply? Absolutely. So we start off in the first year on a level 3 programme to sort of get everyone up to speed, and although if you have done GCSE business, you will have a little bit of an advantage, but we go right from the beginning, and we have a new qualification at the moment. So there's lots of different elements to it and a lot of entrepreneurship. So you don't have to have any previous experience with business at all. So yes, you can.
So the next question is coming in is, when and how should I apply? So you can apply online, and you can apply online as from now and throughout the academic year. So we suggest that you apply as early as possible to ensure that you have a place at the college. Once you've applied, you will then be invited to one of our group applicant events, which are currently being delivered online. So you'll be invited to a virtual event where you have the opportunity to gain some more information about our courses, to answer any questions from our vocational lecturers, and you will need to attend one of these courses to be able to confirm your place at the college to ensure that you'll be able to study with us next year. So the next question that's coming in is a question actually about that if you're not confident about getting a level 4 in English, what will I be able to study? So if you don't manage to get a level 4 or you haven't already got a grade 4, you can still apply for one of our courses. We have a range of courses varying from level 1 to level 3. So the answer to that question really depends on the other qualifications that you have, and depending on the entry criteria. So you don't necessarily need a level 4 in English and or maths, but you will need to study that as part of your alongside your programme of study. So whether that be media or business.
I think we both have students who are on level 2 courses and level 3 courses, and we're doing English and maths.
can I do work experience while studying at Brooklands College? Absolutely. So work experience forms an integral part of all of our programmes of study from level 1 to level 3, and it's a really good opportunity to be able to put your learning into practice, into the workplace, gain real life industry experience as well, bring that back into the classroom. It's great to develop your employability skills and career prospects as well.
Also, previously, business students have actually secured jobs for when they finish college, so it's really beneficial to get a hands-on, real life experience in an industry. It also gives you the opportunity to look at an area that you think you might be interested in, so marketing or finance, and then you might not actually like it, so it gives you that opportunity to really hone your skills and also to focus your efforts in the area that you want to.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think for media students, they found a huge benefit from doing work experience, and some of my students have applied to the very long process for doing a work experience with the BBC, and one student actually got an apprenticeship with the BBC, and the same for Fox TV. A student did some work experience with them and ended up working for Fox TV. So it can be very successful.
Okay, so will I be in college every day? So that's a question that we often get asked. You won't be in college every day. Most courses run over 3 days. So this will give you an opportunity to undertake work outside of college, but also there will be additional study that you will need to undertake as part of your programme, so some additional directed study to enhance alongside your academic skills, and obviously you will need to be continuing to do your studies and completing coursework as well.
I think once media students get going on projects, that they're also working together as groups when they're not in the college as well, so they use all of the time to complete their projects. The question is, how will I be assessed? I think the answer to that is it depends on the qualification that you're doing. Yeah. If you're studying media, it is all coursework. Every level of media production, creative production and technology is all coursework. If you're doing art design, then some of it is and some of it isn't. Some of it is externally assessed
and for computing and business, it's changed slightly, the level 3 programme. So there are a couple of exams, but they're not traditional sit in a hall exams. They're controlled assessments. I think there is one exam where it is in a hall, but other than that, it's all coursework. We apply a lot of the theory to practical sessions, so it might be that it's a presentation and it's assessed through peer or teacher observation, so a variety of ways.
Okay, so next question is, are there any trips or social events I can take part in? So absolutely, but for art and design anyway, so that the students actually have the opportunity to go and visit museums, art galleries, and although obviously with the current situation last year, even with remote learning, although we weren't able to undertake as many visits as we'd liked, the students did some virtual tours of museums to consolidate their learning. Business, do you talk about business?
Yeah, business. We've sort of extended our range of where we go, so we do some retail units, so it's not a shopping trip, it is going to see how retailers market to the public and how shops are laid out, because the students then we use, it was planned for last year, but obviously with the lockdown it didn't happen, but to go to UCA in Epsom to use their virtual reality room. We also had approved just before lockdown as well a trip to the Houses of Parliament for part of our ethics in business unit. So, but I'm looking into that, and I think
same for us. It's easy for us because we can get on, in better times we can get on the train, go to London and go up to the South Bank. We do lots of trips to the BFI there and to museums as well. We do go to local universities. We work sometimes with Royal Holloway. They have a TV studio, and some of my students go there to do a bit of work experience and just get to know what it's like to work in HE. But most of it now will be virtual for the time being.
Yeah, for computing, our students have been to Surrey University and learnt about some Python programming skills. We also go to Sky each year, so they can have an opportunity to produce their own sort of small production on a key topic such as cybersecurity, which they really enjoy.
So we are currently on the Weybridge campus, but we have an Ashford campus as well. And the questions come in saying, is business also offered at the Ashford campus? Yes, we offer the level 3 year 1 programme and the second year there, but we also offer a level 2 programme only at the Ashford campus. So yes, we offer business on both campuses. How easy is it to get to the college? For the Weybridge campus, we are
right by
the train station.
So very easy.
Yeah.
I think there's plenty of buses.
Yeah.
The train station is, 5 minutes walk.
Yeah.
The Ashford campus is not far from the train station either.
And there's bus routes. It's actually, the Ashford campus is quite well serviced.
Okay, so another question's come in. So this is about games development. So I would like to go into games development as a career, as a specialism. So for our computing courses, I think one of the advantages that you learn a whole range of different specialisms. So we don't offer a course specifically tailored to games development, but it does form part of that particular of our IT courses. But quite a few of our students do go on to specialise in games development at university. So I do hope that answers your question.
So this says, I have extra support at school, and can I have it? I'm presuming, can I have extra support here? Yes, if we have. I don't know if you want to talk about that particularly. About when someone comes to the enrolment process, they will also be seen by the additional learner support team as well. So it's very clear the kind of support that you will need and the kind of support that you might receive. So yes, there is some in-classroom support. There's some one-to-one support outside the classroom. Is there any other support? And there's progression mentors who are there to support you on a kind of more regular basis.
So for pastoral support,
college counsellor.
Okay, so time is running out, so thank you very much for your time today, and please do contact us if you want any further information, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you soon.